Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Just thought I'd introduce you to our latest little purchase, old Volvo FH heavy wrecker. This one is a very clean truck. It's not long since been repainted. It's had quite a lot of work done to this. It's had all the airbags done, brakes have been gone through, new cab shocks and springs, various other bits and bobs. Obviously it's had a repaint, some body work, wheels have all been painted on it, tyres are all good. Yeah, it's had quite a lot of work, this truck. So this plan for this one is basically we are going to be putting this to work for one of our companies. We are going to put our own little touch on it. It's been part of a local fleet to do their own recoveries basically. So we're thinking we're going to paint this flyer in white to match the rest of the cab, and then we're going to do something with the gear. We don't know whether to leave that yellow or paint it in blue just yet. Obviously we are going to be putting our own stickers on it and putting our own bits of touches on it. I'll just take you for a little walk around this one. It's an old L-Reg, and for its age it's a very tidy truck indeed. We're going to be changing these backlights for some LEDs, and we're also going to be changing these lights on the flyer for LEDs. We've got the VDZ kit on there as well. We've got the original attachments as well as the VDZ kit. Nice little exhaust stack on the back. Take for a little walk around this side. It's all Kelsa barred up as well. Got the Kelsa rear bar there with this big hella jumbo work lamps on the back. Got some nice big Hadley air horns on it. Kelsa top bar. We've got a Kelsa straight bar above the visor as well. We've got like the horseshoe half hoop thing with the beacons on as well at the top. Got the Kelsa low bar, mid bar. Obviously the Kelsa flaps. We are going to be wiring these beacons up in the grille because these aren't wired yet. The wires for these are just kind of dangling loose in here, so we're going to be wiring these up. We're going to be wiring these spotlights up in the bumpers as well because they don't work at the moment. We're going to be painting the mirrors white, sun visor white, and this trim around the windscreen in white as well, just to sort of shrink the windscreen down, and it also sort of makes the cab look a little bit bigger as well. Take you for a little look inside. Inside isn't too bad. Wants a bit of a tidy up. Nice and clean up the step pods, and obviously up the doors. I'll just zoom this out a bit to get an image of the inside. The seats have been retrimmed, but it's just basic trim. We're going to get something nice done with these seats. We're also going to fit a nice set of mats and padding in the middle to make it look nice. It is a tidy truck inside, don't get me wrong, but again we just want to modernise it slightly, make it our own. We're going to do something with this mattress, make this bed nice as well. Probably going to put a big nice light up board with the company name on that backboard. What else have we got to do on here? The DVS kit is sort of hit and miss. The screen goes out on that, sort of flickers on and off. There's a handful of switches. We don't really know what they do, to be honest. They light up, but they don't seem to do anything on the truck, so we're going to have a look, see what they do. We've got the big air horns on these switches here. Fire it up, let you have a listen. Again, same again, passenger seat's going to be all tidied up. The roof lining ain't too bad. Wants a little bit of a clean up, bit of a wet back in. We've got a bit of a loose rattly door card that wants reattaching. So just minor stuff really guys, it's nothing major. We're thinking of putting the screen, a couple of screens in there for the cameras to go in. It's just a hole at the minute. Turn this light on, might make it a bit better. There you go. So yeah, I'm going to be thinking of putting the camera screens there so it's right above your head in your driving position. So rather than it being there and you're looking off to the side, I think the screens will be better mounted in there because we want a camera on the right on the back end of the boom, because obviously when we're using the VDZ kit, you've got to get that pretty bob on when you're backing up, so make life much easier having a nice camera looking down on the boom as well as your side view cameras and stuff. So we're looking at putting two screens, dividing it off, putting two screens in there. Sounds alright as well. couple of other bits we're going to be doing is these side lockers have all been painted in black. They're looking a bit scabby in here, so we're going to be cleaning all this out. It is solid, it just wants cleaning out. There's a lot of water getting in here as well. There's a couple of holes, stuff like that. There's a couple of drill holes in the top as well. So we're going to make these watertight, but we're also going to look at venting these, putting some vents in the back, because they get very, very damp in here, and that's what causes these lockers to rot out. So we can get some air circulated in here, but obviously not allowing water to get in, but allowing air to circulate. This will all stay pretty dry. So that's what we're going to do with that. We're going to vent them, dry it all up, and we're going to paint all this white inside. There isn't actually any lights in these lockers either, so I'm going to fit some LED lights in these side lockers. You also need some straps because they're pretty tall to reach. You've got to jump and get them down. Same again in here. All these are going to be painted white inside there. LED lights. This one, again, it's probably the driest one out of the lot, to be fair, but still going to be painted and put some lights in there. Around the back, just a bit of a storage compartment. I'm going to keep some bits of tools and stuff in there, some spare Suzies and whatnot. We've got the air attachments here, your emergency and your service, and obviously your electrical couplings and your ABS socket for while you're towing. This was actually built by Wreckers International, same people who built our Scania. We think this is an interstater lift, but we're not entirely sure, so if any of you guys know, you might be able to put us right on that. Interstater Mark 1 or Mark 2, not entirely sure. Pretty sure it is an interstater though, but again, could be wrong. Let us know in the comments, guys, if any of you lot know what this gear is. There's no straight bar on this truck, although it has got the half shaft holder, which always comes in handy. We've got an air feed onto a reel in here. Got buttons for the stiff legs, and obviously our Wonder lead for the boom and the winch and everything else. Pretty standard setup, pretty basic setup really, but it's just a quick lift and shift vehicle. This one, it's not going to be doing any sort of heavy rollover work or anything like that. It's just going to be, you know, your general everyday lift and shift jobs. And there's some of the VDZ attachments in there as well. I've got the ends on the crosshead there. It'll stay on because we'll probably be using that 90% of the time now anyway. We've got some nice brand new wheel grids in there. Got stiff arm for the VDZ kit. We've got the original attachments for the crosshead and some original forks in there as well. Obviously we are going to be adding to all this gear as well. We are going to be getting the rest of the VDZ kit, because I think this is only a half kit that we've got on this truck at the minute. I think it's for Volvo, Renault and DAF. So we need to get the attachments for your likes of Scanias and Mercs and whatnot. So in here we've got obviously our airlines, towing cables and power inverter, which does actually work. So that'll be handy for like charging your batteries for your impact guns, your torches, lamps and all that sort of stuff. Obviously we're going to be rigging this out with straps and impact guns, tool kits, bulb kits, bits of breakdown stuff, general run-of-the-mill stuff. Same again, pretty tidy in this side. So this will be coming to the channel. You will be seeing more of this truck as we go along and just put our own touch on it. Bits of painting, bits of wiring. We're going to be adding some LED lights up the flyer, up the side of the flyer. It's already got indicating side markers, which is a bonus. Again, we're going to be putting LED rear lamps and flyer lamps on. We're probably going to be adding some more beacons on the back end. Wire them beacons up on the front. Tidy all the front end up with some bits of paint. So yeah, there we have it. Nice tidy little truck that is. Will be going to work. If any of you guys need any bits of recoveries doing, emails in the description. Drop us a comment, drop us an email. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and like. I'll see you on the next one.